It's graduation season, and this weekend, Boise State University handed out a record number of diplomas. Almost 2,400 students walked across the stage Saturday at the Taco Bell Arena. Officials hope this upward trend of more students will continue. The state board says Idaho ranks near the bottom for college graduation numbers.
We're seeing record graduation at all of our institutions. Boise State is setting the pace.
Another school that saw an uptick is the College of Western Idaho, just 4 years old. It will graduate almost 700 students this weekend. And the largest graduating class in the history of Gonzaga University will get its own moment in the spotlight. Family and friends will fill the Spokane Arena Sunday for commencement. Naturally, there are some mixed emotions.
I'm really sad. I don't want to leave at all. I'm really excited though, but it's going to be fun.
A sense of accomplishment, and we will actually miss the goings on here too. I mean, the fall family weekends and just the experience has been almost as good for me as for her.
This year's event is attracting more interest than usual. Nobel Prize winner Archbishop Desmond Tutu is scheduled to speak at commencement. Thanks, Don. What a beautiful weekend to kick off the 2012 Spokane Lilac Festival. It kicked off Saturday with the Junior Lilac Parade. Organizers dubbed this year's theme Lilac and Roll. Bands from elementary and middle schools from around the region highlighted the event. Parents and community members lined the streets to cheer on their loved ones. Local dance groups and drill teams also marched in the parade. The battle to contain an epidemic still ahead. How the community's most vulnerable are getting some help. GOP presidential candidate Mitt Romney took a shot at President Obama's support of same-sex marriage. Romney reaffirmed his stance on the controversial issue while speaking at the commencement for Liberty University.
Culture, what you believe, what you value, how you live matters. Marriage is a relationship between one man and one woman.
Former rival Rick Santorum now hopes Romney uses the issue of gay marriage as political leverage.
This is a very potent weapon, if you will, for Governor Romney if he's willing to step up and take advantage of a president who is very much out of touch with the values of America.
Despite the recent attention on same-sex marriage, many consider the economy the biggest issue of the upcoming election. President Obama spoke to some deserving police officers at the White House Rose Garden on Saturday. The National Association of Police Organizations honored its 34 Top Cops Award winners for going above and beyond the call of duty.
I guarantee you that when the bullets were flying, when lives were on the line, these men and women weren't thinking about bravery, they weren't thinking of themselves. Today we celebrate 34 extraordinary individuals, and we recognize the sacrifices they and their fellow officers make.
Top Cops recognizes law enforcement officers from around the country. With the race for Washington State's governor getting tighter, efforts to raise money are heating up. New numbers out this week show Republican candidate Rob McKenna raised more money in 19 days than Democratic candidate Jay Inslee did in all of April. McKenna brought in more than $600,000. Jay Inslee took in more than $500,000, including more than $100,000 from the state Democratic Party. With whooping cough reaching epidemic levels in Washington state, people have flocked to the doctors to get the pertussis booster shot. But what about those without insurance or who can't afford the shot? As King 5's Rob Piercy tells us, one county came together to help those people get free whooping cough protection.
On arguably the nicest day of the year.
I think it's important because I work in the schools and I'm around children on a daily basis.
Mary Jo stood in line.
Getting vaccinated for whooping cough so I don't infect anybody.
And Dana Ballard?
Right now I have no medical.
She waited in her car.
My niece has a baby shower coming up and she doesn't want us ending up with the illness and getting her and her baby sick.
Dana and Mary Jo joined hundreds of others for a free whooping cough booster at Group Health Burien Medical Center.
We had people here at 7 a.m., so we opened up a little bit early, started at 8:30, getting them through as soon as we can, as fast as we can.
Lindsay Brady's the clinical operations manager. The crowd here is not a surprise.
They are worried. The word has really gotten out about the danger to our babies. And I'm thrilled that people are here getting vaccinated.
While the vaccine doesn't guarantee you won't get sick,
It didn't hurt too bad.
if you do, doctors say your symptoms will be milder and you'll be less likely to make someone else sick.
Thanks for doing this.
Thank you for doing it. The community is really nice.
Mary Jo is counting on it.
I'm really glad I got it done. It was a little bit of effort to get here, but I think it's important.
All told, nurses administered about 750 vaccinations. When they ran out, people who didn't get one were referred to other clinics. Paramedics in King County, Washington say they face a prescription drug shortage. That could spell big trouble for those in need of life-saving drugs. And it's not just the expensive medication that's on short supply.
These drugs cost 2 or 3 times what they did. They'd find a way to make them available, but they just can't afford to make the drugs at a loss.
Nationally, the FDA says the number of new drug shortages is down by about half thanks to earlier notification from manufacturers. Still, there are about 120 drugs currently in short supply. Don Carson's going to be back with your extended forecast, and still to come, a special mom who shows us it's never too late to follow your dreams, why her kids say the payout was worth the sacrifice. When you see news happening, shoot it and send it to NWCN. Just go to the web address on your screen and help tell the stories that are important to the Northwest. Despite facing a deep deficit and billions of dollars of quarterly losses, the U.S. Postal Service still finds a way to give back. Saturday, letter carriers around the country went door to door collecting food to help the hungry. In Seattle, letter carrier Terrence McMillan collected donations along his route and delivered them to his church full of people in need.
There's so much of a need on the food banks right now that there's not a lot left over.
This one-day food drive typically collects more than 70 million pounds of food nationwide. And the need is great. Numbers show 1 in 6 people in the U.S. struggle with hunger. Every mother deserves to be pampered this Mother's Day, and no mother deserves it more than Sheila Bird of Portland. In addition to raising 5 kids, Sheila works as a registered nurse. Sheila sacrificed time with her kids to reach her goal of becoming a nurse. But her kids say all the hard work made her a better mom.
She's always there and she's always trying to give the best for us. And she never gives up.
Sheila says her lesson to her kids is simple: attend school when you're young before life gets in the way. If you plan to get your mom a bouquet of flowers on Mother's Day, you may want to reconsider. Turns out most moms would rather spend a day at the spa than get flowers. In fact, 93% of moms asked in a survey said the perfect gift would be a chance to do something relaxing as opposed to getting something material. Unfortunately, dads and sons may not be aware of this. 72% of those surveyed said they thought moms and wives wanted flowers. Uh-oh. Time to check the extended forecast right now, and a great gift for moms, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah, we got a great Mother's Day gift tomorrow and some sunny and warm weather.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at it. Starting off with you there, Seattle. Boy, look at all those sunshine symbols all lined up.
Yeah, loving the summer teas. All I can say is thanks.
Oh.
And wow.
Oh, you're welcome.
You're watching NWCN. Keep it here or log on to NWCN.com for Northwest news and weather 24 hours a day.